Here in Sonoma County, more buyers than ever are backing out of deals before closing. Nearly 1 out of every 5 homes under contract never actually make it to the closing table. In today's video, I'm going to unpack why this is happening, from higher mortgage rates and financing failing through, to tough inspection negotiations and sellers still holding on to 2022 pricing. We'll also look at which price ranges are seeing the most fallout, what this shift means for both buyers and sellers right now, and how you can navigate today's unpredictable market with confidence. I'm Nadia Alrawi from the California Home Collective, and I help buyers and sellers navigate our real estate market with trust and confidence. If you've been asking yourself what the heck is happening here in Sonoma County's real estate market in 2025, this video will give you the full story. Based on recent market updates, recent reports show Sonoma County joins the rank of markets seeing major price adjustments. Roughly 60% of active listings have had at least one price cut this year. And beyond that, the fallout between pending sales and actual closing is striking. About 20% of contracts are failing, up dramatically from just 3 years ago. The pressure is most visible in the $900,000 to $1.5 million range, where many relocation and move-up buyers shop. Contracts that used to close in 30 days are now dragging closer to 45 days, often slowed down by inspections, financing, or paperwork delays with the HOAs in condo communities. And the number one culprit behind failed deals? Financing. Interest rates are now hovering between 6.6 and 6.7%, up sharply from the historic lows of just a few years ago. Buyers who were pre-approved last year for $1.2 million may now only qualify for about $1.05 million. That's a real payment shock. Monthly costs on a median-priced Sonoma County home around $950,000 are up by $600 to $800 a month. Some buyers are exploring adjustable rate mortgages, but many simply hit their ceiling and just walk away. I've seen buyers go under contract, update their loan terms, and realize the numbers just don't work anymore. When that happens, deals collapse fast. The next big reason buyers back out are inspections. Roughly 15 to 20% of terminations happen in that window, which is usually the first 10 to 15 days. So what are Sonoma County's common deal breakers? Well, it's foundation issues from our expansive adobe soils, roofs that are nearing the end of their life, septic and well problems in our rural areas, or outdated HVAC or electrical. Talking about electrical, what you need to know here in Sonoma County is many of the older homes still have the outdated Zinsco or Savannah panels, and these are known to cause fires. So when buyers find that out during the inspection time, a lot of them immediately see a red flag and want to back out. That's when an experienced agent in the specific area is really important, because what you need to know about these older Zinsco panels is that they're easily replaceable and they cost around $5,000 to $7,000, which in today's time with our high inventory can easily be asked from the seller. Buyers shouldn't be shy anymore. I've asked for repair requests for over $30,000, and if the seller decides to push back, buyers are now ready to move on because they know another property will come along. You need to realize when homes fall out of escrow, they almost always sell for less the second time around. Appraisals are another hurdle. They don't typically come in low, but when they do, today's buyers aren't as willing to bridge the gap. I also had a deal almost fall apart because the house needed so much work and the appraiser called out duct tape around the bathtub. A year or two ago, people would cover a $20,000 shortfall without hesitation, but in 2025, contracts are falling apart over $5,000 differences. This is a very different market than the frenzy of 2020 to 22, and back then, buyers waived inspections and appraisals just to be able to compete. Now the leverage has shifted. Buyers have choices. Inventory is up 44% year over year. Sellers have to negotiate, and refusing to budge means sitting for 60-day plus, often leading to multiple price cuts. The average days on market has climbed to 43 days, with condos and townhomes sitting even longer, some up to 70 plus days. As a result, buyers feel comfortable walking away knowing there will be other options. If you're buying right now, this is one of the best negotiating environments we've seen in a decade. You can negotiate the initial price, credits for closing costs or rate buydowns, repairs after inspections, even appraisal gaps. There is a sweet spot. Try and find the homes that have been sitting on the market for 30 to 40 days plus and that have ideally already had a price reduction, because that's where you're going to typically find your most motivated sellers. But here's the key: don't compromise on location. With more inventory, you can afford to wait for the right home in the right neighborhood. If you are selling your home in 2025, pricing strategy is everything. Start slightly under recent comps to create urgency instead of chasing the market down. Be prepared to negotiate on inspections. It's almost always cheaper than falling out of contract and relisting. Invest in pre-listing preparations. Homes that show like a model still sell quickly and for a premium. The sellers struggling the most are the ones who are still anchored to 2022. That market, trust me, it's gone. The sooner you adjust, the better your outcome will be. No, the Sonoma County market is not crashing, it's normalizing. Contracts are falling apart at a higher rate, but buyers who can afford today's payments have leverage, and sellers who adapt to market realities can still achieve strong results. You know, dare I say that I think part of the problem is also that a lot of listing agents just don't know their numbers. They don't know the average days on the market. They just use comps from 6 months ago, although the market could have shifted completely by then. They also don't research how many active, pending, and closed listings there are in a certain neighborhood in a more recent time frame. So next time you're interviewing agents to list your home, make sure they know their numbers. If you're planning a move in 2025, strategy matters more than ever. Let's talk about your specific situation and make a plan that works for you in today's market. You have my number below, so feel free, shoot me a message, and I'm happy to have a chat.